There is criminal law and there is civil law. There's criminal defense attorneys and there are civil defense attorneys. There are criminal cases and there are civil cases. They are two different things. That's why we have two different words for them. In a criminal case, usually the state brings the charges. They're more serious. Those are the types of things you go to jail for. In a civil case, usually another person brings a charge. And you're not going to go to jail. You're going to get sued or have to pay a fine or something like that. Of course, in everyday language, we don't talk like that, right? We use the word crime to describe like any type of law breaking. But in a formal sense, like there's two different usages of the word. Being undocumented in the United States is a civil infraction. You do not go to jail for 20 years for being undocumented in the United States. You can either be deported or you can be held in like a jail until there's a trial to figure out whether or not you're going to get deported. Republican politicians and influencers and pundits think you're too stupid to understand the difference between civil and criminal, and too stupid to understand the difference between criminal in a formal sense, in a legal sense, and criminal in an everyday use of the language. So you'll see them be very confused and confusing when they make public statements about whether or not we're going after criminals. And that's intentional because they think you're dumb. Are you dumb?
He said he was going to focus on those violent offenders first. So is violent offenders no longer the predicate for these people to be deported?
The president has said countless times on the campaign trail, I've been with him at the rallies, I know you've been there covering them too, Peter, that he is focused on launching the largest mass deportation operation in American history of illegal criminals. And if you are an individual, a foreign national, who illegally enters the United States of America, you are, by definition, a criminal. And so therefore, you are subject to deportation.
Of the 3,500 arrests ICE has made so far since President Trump came back into office, can you just tell us the numbers? How many have a criminal record versus those who are just in the country illegally?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws and therefore they are criminals as far as this administration goes. I know the last administration didn't see it that way, so it's a big culture shift in our nation to view someone who breaks our immigration laws as a criminal, but that's exactly what they are.